Wasn't intentionally me trying to hurt her, doing harm to her. I wish I could take it back, man.
I just want everybody to know that she did die protecting her daughter.
Absolutely.
She did. She gave her life
To protect her kids.
to protect her kids.
Today, we share a story that should serve as a haunting reminder of the dark underbelly of our society. A story of a mother, a sister, a daughter, a woman named Malinda Robertson, whose life was tragically snuffed out at the tender age of 30. She was not merely a statistic, she was a vibrant human being with dreams and aspirations. But her dreams were stolen, her aspirations extinguished, in the most brutal and heart-wrenching manner possible. Welcome to the American Crime, Femicide channel. Please like, share, subscribe and hit the notification bell for future posts. Malinda Robertson was a 30-year-old beautiful, loving mother of 4 children. Friends and family described her as being a sweet, down-to-earth, chill person that loved and protected her children. Around 5 years ago, Melinda commenced a relationship with 37-year-old Milton Farris. Initially friends, their connection deepened into a romantic one over time, eventually resulting in the birth of a child 2 years ago. Despite Milton's troubling history of domestic violence arrests, Melinda, known for her kind-hearted nature, chose to overlook his past, a choice that would have grave consequences. As time passed, their relationship soured, marked by frequent arguments, particularly regarding infidelity accusations. Milton's behavior escalated to mental and physical abuse towards Melinda. She lived in constant fear, yearning to escape but paralyzed by the dread of potential repercussions.
People say that, it's hard, I can't do this. And then I know in Melinda's defense, hers was, if I do try to leave, he gonna find me. He gonna find me, he gonna kill me anyway.
On August 7th, at approximately 8 p.m., a heated altercation between them turned deadly. Milton Farris brandished a firearm and fired multiple shots at Melinda in the presence of her children. Brave in the face of danger, one of Melinda's children called the police. Upon their arrival, Farris managed to evade custody, leaving behind the lifeless body of Melinda. The following day, as Farris went to collect his paycheck from work, he unknowingly walked into a police trap. He was subsequently arrested and taken into custody.
Damn! Why the fuck would he come up here? All them folk together, they getting them too. Why the fuck would he come up here, bro? That was fucking stupid. I would have never came up this dude. You said that shit. I told you. Did I tell you that? I told you. Some of them called him. Man, what the fuck would you do? When you think about the fucking police? Hey, bro, the way bro started walking, I thought he was gonna run.
Police and marshals task force catching up to Milton Farris just before noon today on Bragdon Avenue.
Now, Farris is charged with murder, unlawful imprisonment, menacing, first-degree kidnapping, and shooting into an occupied dwelling. Fox 10's Brendan Kirby is live tonight at MPD headquarters with the latest.
And Brendan Farris expressing some remorse as police led him to jail.
Indeed, Lanice and Shelby. Farris stopped in front of our cameras here at Mobile Police Headquarters. He says if he could take it back, he would.
This Farris,
a Mobile woman is dead. 4 young children's lives have been turned upside down, and the man police say is responsible for it all now apologizing over the grave mistake he says he made.
And the cameras in my face and I'm on TV. I'm sorry. Sorry to the family. I'm sorry to my children. Did something that should never happen, and I probably didn't want to intentionally mean to happen, and I'm hurting on the inside daily for this.
Corporal Katrina Frazier says police responded to Wagner Street on Monday night, believing the gunman might still be inside an apartment. It wasn't until after talking with the children that they realized the gunman had left. They range in age from 2 to 12. Police say Malinda Robertson died outside the apartment after getting shot inside.
This was a tragic incident that occurred last night. We have 4 children who are now without a mother. Domestic violence is serious.
The news devastating Curtis Harris, a friend of Robinson since 2017. He says he saw news of the standoff on Facebook, but didn't realize it was his friend until Tuesday.
I can't believe she gone just that fast because she was a good person to me. It touched my heart so bad.
Harris says he didn't know anything about her relationship, but he says he's angry at whoever is responsible.
That was wrong, though, what he did to her, though. That was so wrong. That was so crazy. Why you do that to her? She was a great person.
It's unclear how long Farris and Robinson were together, but he listed her as his emergency contact when police arrested him on gun and drug charges in 2019. Corporal Frazier says Farris is the father of the youngest child. Farris says that he had been drinking on Monday, but wouldn't discuss what sparked the fight with Robinson.
It wasn't no attention to me trying to hurt her, doing harm to her. I wish I could take it back, man.
As the news of Melinda's murder spread on social media, her family and friends found themselves wrestling with the circumstances leading up to her brutal killing and the profound loss they endured.
For you just to take her life as if she didn't matter is heartbreaking. But you have not broken our family, you have not broken our spirits, and you will not win.
Tonight, the family of Malinda Robertson is pulling together after receiving the gut-wrenching news that she was killed Monday night. This was the scene outside the Townhouse Square apartment shortly after 8 o'clock. A domestic violence standoff between Mobile police and this man, Milton Farris. Police say Farris killed Robertson, his girlfriend of several years, and took off running, only to be caught the next day. Her sisters all rushing to her apartment to find out what happened.
My oldest sister, Princess, called me and she said it was her. And then I realized that one of my youngest sisters was gone forever.
Robertson is leaving behind 4 children. According to 911 transcripts, one of her children called 911 saying she needed help. Robertson's sister, Daisy Drinker, says she died protecting her children.
I just want everybody to know that she did die protecting her daughter.
Absolutely.
She did. She gave her life to protect her kids.
According to jail records, Farris has a long history of domestic violence arrests. Her sister, Princess Cooper, wishes they could have done something to stop this.
People say that, it's hard, I can't do this. And then I know in Melinda's defense, hers was, if I do try to leave, he gonna find me. He gonna find me, he gonna kill me anyway. There are ways to get out of that situation. Just try your best to get as much help as you can.
Now they just want to remember her for the beautiful spirit she had.
Please be careful and watch your children and protect them and listen to them when they talk to you.
She's an angel. She's beautiful. Yeah, we got 4 reminders of just how beautiful she was.
The sun will shine, and I will be okay.
Milton Farris is charged with the following. If convicted, he faces the death penalty, which is death by lethal injection. On August 19th, friends and family came together to pay their final respects to Melinda. Attendees were asked to wear her favorite colors, white and blue. Melinda was a mother of 4 beautiful children, the light of her life. They looked up to her with eyes filled with admiration and hope, a testament to the incredible love and warmth she showered upon them. She was their rock, their protector, their guiding star through the tumultuous journey of life. She was their everything. As we gather here today, we must not forget that Melinda's story is not just one isolated incident. It is a chilling reflection of a deeper, systemic issue, a crisis of domestic violence and black femicide that continues to plague our communities. Domestic violence knows no boundaries. It doesn't discriminate based on age, race, or social status. It festers in the shadows, hidden behind closed doors, tearing apart the very fabric of our families and communities. And in this case, it claimed the life of a vibrant young woman with dreams and a future ahead of her. Melinda's story forces us to confront uncomfortable truths. We cannot turn a blind eye to the fact that Black women are disproportionately affected by domestic violence and femicide. Their lives are being cut short, their voices silenced, and their dreams shattered at an alarming rate. We must ask ourselves, why? Why are we failing to protect the lives of these women? It's a question that demands answers, and it's a responsibility we all bear. We must recognize that domestic violence is not a private matter, it's a public health crisis. It's a crisis that requires a collective response, from our communities, our law enforcement, our judicial system, and our policymakers. We must foster an environment where victims are empowered to seek help, where they are heard, believed, and supported. We must demand accountability from those who commit these acts of violence, and we must insist on stronger laws and resources to prevent domestic violence and femicide. But beyond policy changes, we need a cultural shift. We need to challenge and transform the toxic masculinity that fuels violence, the societal norms that perpetuate abuse, and the silence that allows it to continue. We need to teach our children, our young boys and girls, about healthy relationships, respect, and empathy. We must raise our voices, loudly and persistently, until the message is clear. Domestic violence and femicide will not be tolerated. Today, we remember Melinda Farris as more than just a victim. She was a mother, a sister, a daughter, a friend, and a woman who had dreams of her own. Her life was precious, and her loss is immeasurable. But let her not be forgotten in vain. Let her story be a catalyst for change, a rallying cry to end domestic violence and femicide in our communities. In her memory, let us pledge to be vigilant, to be supportive, and to be vocal advocates for those who suffer in silence. Let us honor her life by working tirelessly to ensure that no one else becomes a victim of domestic violence and that no more Black women succumb to femicide. Malinda Farris, rest in peace, and know that your legacy will live on in our fight for justice, equality, and a world free from the scourge of domestic violence and femicide.